Yes, 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 yes. I tell you, you don't need to building. Get out of here. I'm telling you, I'm welcome. I'm welcoming myself, welcoming everybody joining us on the show. It's all about this fight on this fight between Fury and USK. It is what it is. I tell you, Spidey like on the video, welcoming everybody on this one. It's boxing time this weekend of Saudi Arabia. I'm telling you, I'm loud. I'm gonna make it loud tonight. It is what it is. This Spidey like on the video. If you are watching this for the first time, you don't need building. This is how we do. This is how we roll it. We don't joke about anything on this channel. It is what it is. I'm with this great man. Welcoming this man with this. I'm telling you, it's going to be loud tonight. This man love boxing die. I tell you, his name is Stevie. Stevie is joining me tonight. So let me tell you, on this channel, when he reigns, he falls heavily. I'm telling you, let me ask this man as I bring on this guy. I'm telling you, Stevie is ready. Stevie, you're welcome to the channel. What's going on, bro?
We're ready to talk boxing, man. We're ready.
Yes,
it's going to be fire tomorrow right there in Saudi Arabia. And
tell me something, bro.
It's going to be an entertaining night.
Yes, tell me something, bro. I tell you, I'm going to tell the viewers, it's going to be loud. It's about this game, this fight, Fury, USK. Where do we start on this? Where are we going to start, TB? Talk to me. Where do we start from this?
I think the most intriguing part is it's been over 20-something years before we had an undisputed champion. That is somebody that is going to be unifying all the bets, the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, the WBA. So all 4 bets are on the line tomorrow. All 4 belts. So it's going to be the best heavyweights in the world for the first time in 20 years. The last undisputed unified champion we had was Lennox Lewis. And right now, it's about time to wind up the years and bring another unified champion. So it's going to be mad interesting. We all thought it was going to be Joshua Fury. At some point, we thought it was going to be Joshua Wilder. It's been moving and moving, but here we are. It's going to be Fury versus Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world.
All right, I'm going to ask you something going forward. May 14 was Grand Arrival. Were you able to watch that arrival?
I've followed everything, and that is one of the reasons why the show today tell the viewers not to go anywhere, because there are so many things we need to dissect. So many things, from the arrival to the open workout. The weighing is happening as we speak, so that's when we're going to get the official weight. Maybe during the course of the show we get that for the fans, but trust me, a lot is ready to be dissected, even from the Grand Arrivals.
All right. Talking about this as well, too, the opening walk-ins, which is yesterday. Also, today is going to be the press conference going on, and on May 17th, the weigh-in. I'm going to ask you so many things on this. This open workout, how does it look like? How is it?
The open workout is where the boxer comes out to show the fans what he has been working on during the course of his boxing camp. Now, the issue here is, most times the boxer is supposed to mirror exactly what they will do in the fight. I'll give you an example. When Joshua was supposed to fight Usyk, Joshua is an orthodox fighter, but he came for his open workout doing a southpaw boxing. So he gave us the idea that, okay, Joshua wants to match Usyk's style by fighting southpaw. But the funny thing that happened during the workout, that's why I said this match, I'm going to be there even from the first fight of the day to the last moment, because you don't want to miss any moment. Now, Usyk, who is a southpaw fighter, did his open workout in an orthodox stance. So it already means Usyk is having at the back of his mind that if his southpaw doesn't work, he can switch to the orthodox. Ooh. Now, when Fury came out to do his own open workout, it was just all over the ring. It didn't really give too much away. But one thing I can tell you is this is the fittest Fury has ever been. Fittest. So, I mean, what do you want to talk about the dawn? You want to talk about the size? You want to talk about how long we have waited? Don't forget that this fight should have happened 2 months ago.
2 months ago, yes.
He had a cut. It was postponed. So what happens when Usyk gets the court open again? Is it good? Because Fury was already playing a mind game on the ref. He said if blood should come out, the ref should not stop the fight. Like the fight, you can imagine. So he said, let's fight just for blood. Like, man, it's going to be crazy. So another thing happened when they came into Saudi. Fury, his life has always been to intimidate his opponent. If you have followed him, he's big-mouthed, he's insultive, he's rude. It's everything you don't want to be in a fighter. And he backs it up with the fact that he is a very good boxer. They've started the same tactics against Usyk. But you know the funny thing is, Usyk is somebody who has ridden every obstacle that you can throw at him.
Ooh.
You know one fun fact? Usyk has never fought in his hometown, Ukraine, before. So
Ever?
Do you know what that means as a boxer? It means that you go away to kill people. You go away. Like you don't fight within. You fight outside. He beat Joshua in UK. He beat Joshua in Saudi. He beat Dubois in UK. He's gone to the home of champions to defeat them. And right now, they've brought him to a neutral ground again to face Fury. Now the question is, what exactly is going to face Usyk? What will Fury? Do you know during the arrival, Fury's father had a brawl with Usyk's team. He had a cut on his forehead and blood was bleeding everywhere.
Ooh.
And Usyk told his teammates, don't bother about it, just come back. Like, Usyk is so relaxed. I see Fury as being pumped and gassed. So it is fire versus water. Who wins?
All right, let me tell you people, smash the like on the video. I want to welcome this man as well. It's joining me all the way from Nigeria. Valentine, can you hear me loud and clear? Wow.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. It's so good to be on the show.
Yes.
I hope you can hear me.
Absolutely, I can hear you very well. Can you hear me as well?
Yes, I can hear you. I just want to adjust my mic.
Oh, please do. I'll get back to me right away. You're on live show right now. And please, Tibit, you can go on.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think for me, the issue is going to be how each fighter is going to approach the fight. Fury is an unorthodox fighter.
What do you mean by that? How do you mean by that orthodox? You know, where you're talking Fury, I just see Fury as someone that it plays a lot. Like, okay, let me see. Let me see. If you want it raw, if you want it hard, okay, let's do it. But if you want us to, you know, is that what you mean
fighters, by orthodox fighters? Let me give Joshua as an example. This is the hand that you use for your jab, and this is the hand that you use for your power punch. So your right hand retains the power punch. Now, when you talk about a southpaw fighter leads with his right hand and retains his power on his left hand.
Whoa.
That's why you see southpaw fighters are usually left-handed. Now, the advantage that being a southpaw fighter gives you is you can imagine you're throwing your right to me. I can always go over the top. You get what I mean now? So that is why southpaw fighters are usually very tricky to fight. Now, what makes it crazy, what makes Usyk a crazier prospect for anybody to fight is Usyk is the master of feigning in the ring. Usyk wants to throw left. As you're preparing for the right, he's going for the left. As you're preparing for the left, so like he's all over the place. And with Fury has a bit of that. But you know the difference is the fitness of Usyk is out of the roof. That's why people call Usyk the dancer. He can dance around the ring for 2 hours. He will still be light on his feet. He will still. That's what Joshua wanted to match in their second fight, but he gassed out. You can't keep up with Usyk. That's why I'm saying this is the fittest Fury has ever been. You need to see Fury, how fit he is. So I'm sure he must have worked on his core. He must have worked on his stamina. Now the question is, will Fury last 12 rounds dancing around the ring with Usyk?
All right, let me welcome once again Valentine. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. It's a pleasure to be here. I can hear you.
All right. You're welcome.
I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear as well. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, it's good to be on the show. It's very, very good to be on the show.
All right, you're live on this show, on this one. We call it boxing time. How are you feeling about this match coming up this weekend? Too much noise.
Well, it is the Undisputed. It is the big boys. Yes, it is the big boys league. It is one punch, you close your eyes, you blink, and everything is over. It is Usyk against Fury. I am excited. I can't wait. We have been waiting for this fight. If you are a boxing fan, we've been waiting for this fight for a very, very long time. It got postponed once, it got postponed twice, but it's here. Hopefully on Saturday, we watch two masters or two gladiators, modern day gladiators, go at it. And I am hyped up. I don't know about you guys.
All right. You know one thing, Valentine, it seems there's so much noise in your background. We're trying to, so many people want to hear you very well. I know you are very sports. I can barely hear you now. Okay, I think it's more better now. Tibit, this match is going to Saudi Arabia. Why Saudi Arabia? Why Saudi Arabia?
It is obvious right now. In the early 70s, when boxing started, boxing was anywhere the money is. That is why you had the Ali fight in Congo, Zaire, Congo. You've had fights all over the world. So right now, Saudi Arabia is where the big box is. So I'm going to ask you, Didon, will you go where the money is?
Of course, yes.
So
what are you telling me?
Money.
What there's money,
boxing goes, man. Boxing goes.
All right. Talking about this press conference coming up any moment, or has it been done?
I think it's
about
currently. Or
yes,
it's
on.
Finished.
Yeah. It's 2 p.m. my own time, Eastern time.
Yeah.
What do you expect from this press conference? I don't want any brawl, any pushing, any anything can happen.
We are not going to get any of those, right? You know why? Usyk is going to be calm. But I know that Fury's camp is going to throw all the tantrums that they can in the world.
That is what I'm saying.
Try to ruffle Usyk's feather. But you know what you're going to get from Usyk always? Usyk will say things like, well, mate, in the ring, I'll show you we can fight. And you know he's not a very good English speaker. So he likes to keep his word very short. Then Fury will go, I'm going to knock your ass out, I'm going to blah, 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 blah. And Usyk will smile. You know, he's a very likable character. He smiles and goes, I'll show you in the ring. So, guys, you don't want to miss tomorrow. And I just want to quickly correct something that Valentine said. Usually in heavyweight boxing, one punch ends the fight. But you know the funny thing about these two fighters? They are not known for being a power puncher. So tomorrow is
let me understand. Let me get that place. Let me get that side clear. They are not what?
They are not known to be power punchers. Let me give you an instance.
Give me an instance, please.
If Usyk punches you, and if Joshua punches you, if you get on the canvas with Usyk, you can come back up. But if Joshua hits you clean, it takes the grace of God for you to get back on your feet. Now, look at this, for instance. When Fury fought Wilder, Fury put Wilder on the canvas 3 times, and Wilder got back up. Now, let me ask the question. If it was Wilder that put Fury on the canvas 3 times, will he come back up? I doubt it. You understand? Now, look at it again from his perspective. In the Usyk-Joshua fight, Usyk dismantled Joshua with a lot of punches. And not once did Joshua hit the canvas. Remember, Andy Ruiz was able to put Joshua on the canvas.
Yes.
That's because Andy Ruiz is a power puncher. And if you look at their record speaks for itself. The amount of knockouts in their resume, you can't compare it to the knockout that someone like Joshua or Wilder or Dubois, who are power punchers, will have. So Saturday night is relying heavily on who has got the better skills, man. Who's got the better skills? Who can punch faster? Who can feint
now
faster?
that reminds me of something, Tibit. Just look at what I display on this right now. The record. We are talking about the record, the knockouts, the rounds, the height, the reach, their age. Usyk is more older than Tyson.
Yeah.
That one doesn't count, right?
It doesn't count in boxing.
Where do you think it counts here? Where exactly from this?
You know,
where are you looking at?
Usually, age is supposed to count in boxing because freshness is important. You can't compare a young Mike Tyson who will go with you, blah, 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 to an older version. But the funny thing with Usyk is he's aging like fine wine. When Usyk fought Joshua, you will not know that he is older than Joshua because he's still got the stamina. He's still got the ability. Where I think will really count is the number of rounds. You know why? Fury has been an heavyweight fighter all his life.
Absolutely.
But Usyk came from the cruiserweight to the heavyweight. That is why they always call Usyk the one with the foam hand. Because, it doesn't... Heavyweights are known to throw heavy punches. But with Usyk will break you down. It will wear you out. So it's not so much of who wants to land those punches. So I think at the end of the day, with the experience of Fury and the number of rounds he's had at the heavyweight level, it can count for something. But how much it is going to count, I don't know, because this match, I've tried to predict left and right, and in both ways, it is crazy. Trust me, man.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. Please smash the like on the video anywhere you're watching from. It's about this undisputed heavyweight championship coming up in Saudi Arabia. What are you doing? Please subscribe to the channel. I have Tibit in the studio. He's the main man. I'm telling you now, Tibit.
Yes, boss.
Now, look at this. I'm looking at these rounds.
All
this
right.
round coming up. Let's 12 rounds, right?
Yeah, 12 rounds.
Who do you think is going to fall? I mean, let me say, who's going to fall first? Who is going to go down first from this?
You need to be a prophet to be able to call this accurately, man. You remember Joshua again, Ungano fight. Yeah. It was easy to call. It was easy to predict. You know what to expect from this guy. But with these guys,
we don't know what.
First off, I don't think anybody is going to be knocked down on the canvas tomorrow. I genuinely don't think. Because the question is, who has enough power to put the other person on the floor?
Well, me, I can tell. Okay, go on.
Now, what most people will feel, because for Usyk, you want to make sure that you hit him with the punches around his midsection. You know why? He's a light heavyweight. That is why tomorrow is intriguing when they do their open weigh-in. See the weights that both of them are coming in. But if you see the second fight of Joshua and the Dubois fight, they've seen that for somebody that's not a natural heavyweight, you don't have enough core strength to hold punches. So you want to avoid the edge because he's very good at, moving around and avoiding your punches. But he can't avoid the body shots. So you want to try the body shots on Usyk. But again, Fury's power isn't enough to do damage to Usyk's core. Because Joshua was able to do it, but he couldn't do it for long. That's why he lost. Dubois was able to do it, but he couldn't do it for long. I remember the Dubois fight was controversial because if you want to hit the core, there's also a threshold you have to punch. You can't punch below the belt. Below the belt is going to put Usyk in danger. That is you getting close to his kidney, and it is boxing. We don't want anybody to get hurt. We don't want anybody to have any fatal problem, So, man, I think for this fight, I don't see anybody going down first. I think this is going to be a match that's going to be won by decision. Decision.
Huh? Oh, more. Well, I'm going to say...
And they don't. Let me keep making this fight more interesting for you. I want to keep making it as big, so you can see that if you have the ticket tomorrow, fly straight to Saudi and watch this match live. Now, Usyk has been a unified champion once at the cruiserweight level. He unified all the belts. Now he's seeking to do it twice. Now at the heavyweight level.
So are you saying at this heavyweight level, all the belts, they are at stake now?
They are at stake now. Now imagine that all these belts were at stake before at cruiserweight level and Usyk won. Now imagine when people ask what is at stake. Who doesn't want that record? At cruiserweight, I won all the belts. At heavyweight, I also won all the belts. Now it's going to be a statement that Usyk came into the heavyweight scene and he won all the fights. And should I count how many fights Usyk has had at heavyweight level? His first fight, he had his first fight with Derek Chisora. His second fight, he had with I think Bellew. His third fight, he had with Anthony Joshua. His fourth fight, he had with Anthony Joshua. His fifth fight, he had with Daniel Dubois. And his sixth fight is fighting Fury. So 6 fights at heavyweight, and you're already trying to be the unified champion of the world. I mean, give these guys credit, man.
Absolutely.
And they're done. Do you want me to keep making it bigger?
Please go. Please go. Go. Go ahead.
Usyk fought Joshua when Ukraine were in massive crisis. And he won. So talk about art, talk about commitment, and talk about motivation. It's in Usyk's corner. Now let's go down to Fury. Fury used to be a very good boxer. Then he had addiction problems and he went out of boxing. And he came back into the scene. When he came back into the scene, his first fight was Wilder and he dismantled Wilder. We know how that match ended. Now, it is a story that will sell, that somebody went out of boxing and came back into boxing and dominated to the point that he became the unified champion of the world.
Whoa, that's
now,
massive.
In 20-something years, we've never had a unified champion. We've tried to make the fight happen, but it never happened. Now is the first time since Lennox Lewis that we are going to be crowning a unified champion of the world. Didon, I ask you, what other motivation do you need?
All right, Valentine, can you hear me loud and clear back again? How you feeling into this one?
Yes, Didon.
Yeah, go ahead. I missed you there.
Yeah, Didon. Yes, Didon, I'm very, very excited about this one. It has been postponed twice. One of the last postponement, Fury had an accident. They had to postpone it, but hopefully this time it will go on, because I can't wait for Saturday. Everybody, every boxing fan, every boxing lover, everybody that is a fan of the street science can't wait for Saturday. And everybody has his or her prediction, but this one will be glorious. It will be great.
All right. I'm going to ask you, Valentine. Now, Fury, and I'm telling you, where do you think this fight lies? I mean, in the ring, you know, we are talking about rounds. Where do you think the fight is going to be very hot? That we should watch out this particular round, maybe round 5 or round 6. Who's going to go in first?
The earlier rounds, I believe Usyk will do what he does best. They call him the dance master. He probably use speed. He's a smaller fighter. He will probably use speed. He will go around. Fury, everybody knows Usyk is very, very fast. He's light on his feet. He use body movement. He use feints. He will go around Fury, and Fury try to keep up. T-Beat pointed out one fact that Fury is the fittest he has ever been. That is because Fury has it in the back of his mind that he wants to keep up with Usyk in the first 5 9-10. I believe Fury is a street fighter. By the championship round, he'll bring his street style. The same style we see him used against Wilder. Against Deontay Wilder, everybody was expecting that. I'm talking about Deontay Wilder, the trilogy, even the second fight and the third fight. Everybody saw what Fury did. He mauled around Wilder. He purposely started leaning on Wilder, and because he's a big man, he's a very heavy fighter. It takes a lot of strength to push him off you, and that is where Usyk would have problem, because Fury understands that, okay, you get the first 5 rounds. Yes, you are full with energy. You are the smaller fighter, but when we get to the 7th round, when your feet will not be as sharp as it would be in the 3rd, 4th round, Fury will start leaning on Usyk. He said something to Joshua. He said, a small man cannot beat me. Now, why is he saying that? He's saying because he knows he would start doing what he did to Wilder. Now, Wilder is taller than Usyk. Wilder has more reach than Usyk. And if Fury can weigh Wilder down with that tactics, everybody knows. Now, I know Usyk and his team, they are not stupid. They must have watched the clips as much as I have, and they know this is what Fury will bring to the table, and they will try to go around it. But Fury is Fury. He is the master of mind games for a reason. He knows when to get it. And I tell you, don't watch out for the 7th, 8th, 9th round. Fury would come with it. Just watch out from those rounds, from the championship rounds. 7, 8, 9. Fury will start bringing his street style. Yes, 7, 8, 9. He will bring his street style.
All right, TB, do you agree with that? 7, 8, 9 rounds. We should watch out for Fury in that game.
I understand where Valentine is coming, but I think he's making Fury a bigger proposition and making Usyk a smaller proposition. He said something that made me know that he has not seen so much of Usyk. He said Usyk is going to start dancing on his feet as usual. Then when he gets to the 4th, 5th round, when his feet will not be as fast as before, that is not Usyk. Usyk dances from round 1 to round 10 with the same energy. If you saw the Joshua fight, I mean, in round 10, I almost cried for Joshua. Joshua was coming in with those heavy punches, and Usyk was getting out of the way with so much ease, dancing left and right, and there was a point that we almost thought he was going to knock Joshua out, because as Joshua was leaning in with the right, he comes, drops the left, dances around again. Joshua is trying to chase again, and in Yoruba, like, what's happening, fam? You get me? So I understand where Valentine is coming with, because and I agree also that Fury will be more aggressive, but you also should. I said something initially before Valentine joined. You need to check the CV of both fighters and understand where they are coming from. Usyk came from cruiserweight. In cruiserweight, you don't do so much of clinching as much as you do in heavyweight. In heavyweight, clinching is important because your body weight is an advantage to your opponent. I mean, it's an advantage against your opponent. So you don't expect, like he rightfully said, Usyk to want to get into a clinching fight with Fury. He obviously won't, because you already agree that Usyk's strength is in his feinting. Usyk's strength is in his body movement. So why will someone whose strength is in dancing want to weaken himself by getting into clinches? But the question I would love to ask and see if it gets answers to is what Valentine said. His new trainer, one of the reasons why Fury left his former trainer was because of the ability to kill. Ability to kill, and it came from the Kronk style. If you know boxing, when you hear Kronk style, they major in knockout. The Kronk style. Emmanuel was the leader before his cousin now, Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill is the new trainer of what's it called, Fury. So I know for a fact that they will try to be aggressive. So the question now is, can Usyk take it and also return fire? You understand? Now, they expect Usyk to return fire. That is why they made Fury fit enough to also dance. But now, the question that Valentine should have been asking is...
Valentine, I hope you are hearing.
Usyk, who is a cruiserweight, who is a born dancer, and Fury, who has to adapt this fight to be a dancer, who is going to last the rounds better in dancing? I think the answer is obvious. So Fury is not going to want to play the game of dancing around. He will not keep up. He will want to be aggressive. He will want to be aggressive. But can Usyk take it? And like I said, Fury is not a power puncher. like your Wilders, like your Joshua's. So, in being aggressive, will it pose so much of a threat to Usyk? I mean, so many questions, and we can only get the answer on Saturday. The Unified Championship of the World.
Yes, I'm going to come back to you, Val. Somebody sent me a message now that I should ask both of you. But they said, Valentine, who do you think is going to win on Saturday? Fury or Usyk? They said I should ask you and T-Beat.
I'm going to give it to the bigger man. I'm going to give it to the bigger man. I'm going to give it to Fury because I like what T-Beat said. T-Beat said something that got me. He said Usyk doesn't get tired, but if you watch the Joshua fight, second fight, at the 10th round, yes, his punches doesn't carry weight. We tend to forget Fury has never been a heavy puncher. Go watch when Fury defeated Wladimir Klitschko. He wasn't a heavy puncher. He is as fast as his feet, just like Usyk, a little bit, just like Usyk. Usyk might be faster, but Fury knows how to use his feet. Fury doesn't have knockout. The Otto Wallin fight that pushed Fury to the edge. Fury used his feet to get out of it. He had cuts in his eyes. He fought from the 3rd round with the cuts to his eyes till the 12th round. All he started doing, he had blood dripping from his eyes. He couldn't even see. He fought that fight from the 3rd round with one eye. And till the 12th round, all he did was what? Move, punch, jab, move. Feint, punch, jab, move. Because he knows how to use his feet. And he used the same strategy as Joshua, but against Joshua, a side of Fury brought a side in boxing nobody has seen. Against Wilder, Fury brought a side of boxing nobody has seen. He started leaning onto Wilder. He punches his jabs, he leans. Now, TB posed a question. TB said, will Usyk, who is a smaller boxer, allow Fury to lean? I think Fury had that plan already. I think he knows Usyk doesn't want to get to a clinch. I think he is going to bait him. I think he knows how to bait Usyk. Joshua answered a little bit of those questions in his second fight. If you watch Joshua's second fight, not the first one. The first one, Joshua saw that Joshua made a mistake. He tried to match Usyk's speed for speed and tried to catch Usyk out with his power. All right, he thought he's going to match Usyk for speed, then catch him out with power because Joshua is a power puncher. And he got found out, and he found out that, listen, I can't get this guy with his speed. Now, the second fight, Joshua did something. He punches his punches, he holds. He punches his punches, he holds. And he went through the distance with Usyk. Notice Usyk did not knock Joshua out in the second fight. They went through the distance. They got to the 12th round. Now, if Joshua can last that much with Usyk, and Joshua has never been a very fast mover, Joshua always believes in his power. Now, Fury is a little bit light on his feet. Go watch what he did. He ran rings around Wladimir Klitschko. He disgraced Wladimir Klitschko. And this was a guy that Wladimir Klitschko went into being a drug addict, came out, got a draw against Wilder, went back into partying, came out, defeated Wilder, went to party, came out, defeated Wilder. Fury is a talented, a natural boxer. I tell you, he is the best we have had in this boxing game for a very long time. And this is boxing. This is heavyweight boxing. If you snooze, you get knocked out. Usyk's CV is very, very important. I tell you, Usyk's CV is very, very important. But if you watch his fight against Tony Bellew, in the 9th round, he got found out. All you just have to do, allow him to run around you, and one punch is down. All right, he got knocked down against Tony Bellew. Although he got up, he got the knockout at the end, but Tony Bellew got him knocked down. That was his first knockdown in boxing. Now, if Tony Bellew can get Usyk knocked down, I believe Fury will take off his head. Take me, Didon. If you ask me who my winner is going to be, I'm giving it to the bigger man. I'm giving it to Fury. I'm giving it to Tyson Fury.
Oh my goodness, Fury for Valentine. Teammates, over to you. That question being asked, who do you think is going to go? Wait,
my job here is just to give you analysis the way I see it. You know, I'll take Valentine up on so many things he said. In boxing, so many things are fundamentals that needs to be understood. If you say Bellew knocked Usyk down. Bellew is a power puncher. Fury is not a power puncher. I want you to start getting that into notes. If you say that Bellew was able to knock Usyk down, but Usyk got up and won the fight, that should tell you about his mental strength, about his stamina. Now, if you want to use the Wilder fight as a mirror for the Usyk fight, you're doing injustice to this skill. Wilder, everybody knows, is an orthodox straight-up fighter. No skills in the bag, rely so much on your right hand. So it's easy to find him out. Same thing Parker did for Wilder. We don't need to stress ourselves. Just take away the right hand. And Parker did it in a different way from Fury. And I'll correct something Valentine said. Fury is not the first person to use his body to win a fight. It has been the oldest trick in the book. In boxing, the bigger man always have the advantage. And why will the bigger man have the advantage? Because you have the size to weigh your opponent down. That's one of the major rules of boxing. So Fury used that to take away the right hand of Wilder. Once you neutralize the right hand of Wilder, he was dead. But Parker did it in a different way. Parker didn't have the size to weigh Wilder down, so he didn't bother. In fact, Parker was shorter than Wilder. All he did was use his jab to neutralize Parker's right hand. You understand? So making the weight bigger than what it should be is what I do not want to accept. I understand the idea of being the bigger man in boxing, and trust me, I know it's a big advantage, but all the analysis you're using to back up the reason why Fury will win the fight will not hold water. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against you saying Fury winning the fight. I'm just saying your claims to back it up are not really solid enough. You understand? And if you say Joshua pushed Usyk to the limit, it's okay to push him to the limit, but he still didn't win the fight. And that's the ultimate thing in boxing. You must win the fight. And see this thing clearly. Joshua is a power puncher. Joshua, who is a power puncher, could last that long because he didn't need to do a lot of moving. He learned from his first fight that he didn't need to move. So this second fight, this fight you're going to be watching with Fury, you don't expect Fury to take the template of Joshua because he doesn't have the power of Joshua. So using that fight to also mirror this one can't be on the same pedestal. So me, the only reason why I'm going to be picking my fighter, like I said when we previewed the Ngannou-Joshua fight, I'm a big lover of fairy tale ending in sports. be it football, be it anything. I love fairy tale a lot because it sells your story more. It makes it more interesting. And that is why I just want to pick Usyk, because I didn't expect him to put up that kind of performance he put up against Joshua with everything going on in his home country. And if you saw how emotional he was after the second fight, he was crying. And he came from cruiserweight. He fought the Bellew. The Bellew fight was so much controversial that nobody gave him a chance. He's fought your Chisoras, he's fought your Dubois, he's met everything that's come to his table with everything he needs to meet it with. So it will tell a good story, and you can imagine what the papers is going to be saying on Sunday.
Wow.
That somebody came from cruiserweight and defeated someone from heavyweight. So that's the only grounds why I want Usyk to win. But in terms of boxing quality, Valentine has said it. Fury might have the advantage, but I don't think there's too much difference in it like he's making it.
All right, Valentine, back to you once more before we wrap up the show. I'm going to ask you this. People have been asking me, or let me say, I have my own mindset towards this game. Do you think if Fury, go ahead and let's say won this match, do you think it's going to become the greatest of all time in boxing? Valentine, let me put you on. Okay. Do you hear? Okay, can you hear me now, Val?
Yes, I can. Done.
Do you think Fury is going to become the GOAT in this game? Heavyweight.
Now, for me, the GOAT in this in boxing, as long as heavyweight boxing it has to be Muhammad Ali. No matter what Fury does, Muhammad Ali, so good that they called him the great one, would always be the GOAT in the heavyweight. And aside Muhammad Ali, I still have Mike Tyson. I watch Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson made me fall in love with boxing. And so we still have Mike Tyson, but modern day boxing, modern day boxing, I think if Fury goes on to defeat Usyk, like I believe he will do, all right, it's been a long time we see anybody with his skill set in the ring. It's been a very long time. Take nothing away from Joshua. Take nothing away from Wladimir Klitschko and the Klitschko brothers. Right? They are great. They were great champions. But it's been a very long time since anybody saw what Fury brings to the ring, as in ring IQ. Take it up with anybody, any day, anytime. All right, Fury is up there with the best. All right, his ring IQ is top notch, and that is why I still tell Tiblis, when you talk the Wilder fight, when you talk, listen, in boxing we say styles make fight. Right, different styles make fight, and with Fury he has. You don't just know what to expect with him. That is why I'm so surprised with him. Now, TB said something about Wilder. He said everybody knows Wilder comes with a straightforward punch, take away the right hand. Yes, but nobody found him out until Fury did. It is one thing to know this guy is going to throw that one dynamite, but how do you stop that dynamite? Nobody knew how to stop Wilder's dynamite until Fury brought out the blueprints to it. We were all saying, okay, Wilder, one right hand, take off the right hand. Nobody discovered how to take off the right hand. And you have to credit Fury for having the guts to take off. Wilder was like, oh, everybody was saying he was the best in sliced bread. Everybody kept saying, now I was a Wilder fanboy because I love knockouts and I love the way he did it. But wow, you have to give credit to Fury. Take nothing away from Usyk. No matter TV's love fairy tale ending, and no matter how it ends on Saturday, Usyk is still a great champion. All right, but I still believe when it comes to ring IQ, I still believe when push comes to shove, when it comes to who has to be dirty, let us even talk. TV's understand what I'm about to say. Let us talk about dirty boxers right now. Usyk is a clean boxer. Usyk will not throw rabbit punches at the back of the head. Fury will. Fury is ready to roll in the mud with you. He doesn't care. If you watch the Wilder fight, he kept on throwing. Sometimes he throws rabbit punches at the back of Wilder's head. He doesn't care. He would do anything to win. He's like the Jose Mourinho of football. Just like Jose Mourinho would do anything to win, Usyk would do, and Fury would do anything to win. That is why I believe, I take nothing away from Usyk. I believe Usyk is good. He's great. He came from cruiserweight and all that. Lennox Lewis also came from cruiserweight to defeat Mike Tyson. But I tell you this, but nobody is streetwise as Fury in heavyweight boxing right now. Everybody is a nice guy. Everybody is a nice guy. Joshua is too nice. Parker is too nice. Derek Chisora is a journeyman. Fury will do anything to win, and that is why when he wins this Saturday, notice I said when, I don't say if. When he wins this Saturday, when he wins this Saturday, he would be known, or he will go down in history as the greatest boxer in this era.
I tell you, TV, talk to me before we wrap up the show. What's the situation? Do you think if Fury goes ahead, nick this one, do you think he's going to become the GOAT in this game? Talk to me, TV.
Do you know the reason why the old fighters are always angry with our generation of boxers currently? It's because the talent pool is very light. It is not what you had back in the days. It is not what you had during the Muhammad Ali. In Muhammad Ali era, you had about 4 people who could be top. You had about 4 people that they were top guys, you understand? In the Lennox Lewis era, we had so many people who were contenders. But that's why I want to take Valentine up on saying nobody found Wilder out. My greatest problem with Wilder, that's why I've never been a fanboy, is who has he fought? Fury kept saying it. That was one of the reasons why Fury took up the fight. I follow boxing like my life depends on it. And the only person that made me follow boxing, that's why I like the fact that Valentine knows the GOAT, is Muhammad Ali. You know, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's the boxing of heavyweight, man. But these guys, like Valentine said, Bar Fury, are too nice. Boxing is not played that way. And you can imagine how to sell a fight. These guys are not selling fights anymore. They are relying so much on their marketers to sell fights. And that is why marketers are earning big money these days. Back in the days, man, apart from marketers ripping off their boxers, the money was in the hand of the boxers because they were the ones selling their fights. That is why Wilder can still sell fights, because he's also controversial. Dillian White can still sell fights, but Joshua is too nice for my... I'm a fan of Joshua because beyond his power, he also has a bit of skills. I like when heavyweights bring something else to the table. So Wilder, bar Fury, had never fought somebody who could have brought him down. The person that pushed him to the wall, I think, was Brazil or Luis Ortiz, that the match was glaring in the favor of either Ortiz or Brazil. Then the final round, Wilder threw one lucky punch and the match was over. So bar Fury, Wilder had not fought anybody that could question his credentials. You understand me? So I'd never rated Wilder. And if you see, that was why Wilder kept stalling the Joshua fight. Wilder knew that, imagine who Wilder was then and who Joshua was then, and you were asking for a 50-50 pulse. You will never get that in boxing. Let's not lie to ourselves. You had only one belt in your corner. Joshua has 3 in his corner, and you're asking for a 50-50 belt. It's as good as you don't want the fight to happen. And I'm glad that Fury put him to bed once and for all. And when Parker came, Parker also put him to bed once and for all. You see that in the grand scheme of things, Wilder does not matter anymore. So I'm just trying to say this, that as much as we want to say styles makes fight, your CV is also very important. The only reason why people respect Joshua is because every challenges they've thrown at him, it takes it with both hands. Every challenge thrown at Fury, it takes with both hands. Those are the fighters I want to rate. I don't want to rate a nigga that is just sitting down somewhere and looking for, let me fight Valentine. Valentine doesn't have an experience. After I beat Valentine, I'm going to fight the Don. I'm not looking for guys like that, man. I want guys who are born and bred to box. You understand? And like I said initially, I'm not disputing anything Valentine said. Fury is an awesome fighter. The Gypsy King will, but I don't think he's going to be the GOAT of this era, because you still have to check the fact that I think if you look at this era, the Lennox Lewis is still in the same purview of time. So except we want to have this conversation in the next 10 years when we are looking at a 30-year span. But I think it's still within the range. So I wouldn't see Fury as the GOAT yet. But in terms of ring IQ, showmanship, entertainment, Fury has all of that. And he has my respect for it. But I just feel like in boxing, the dark horse story always prevails. Like he said, nobody gave Lennox Lewis a chance when he fought Mike Tyson. Nobody gave him a chance when he fought Larry Holmes. Nobody gave him a chance when he fought this other guy, because you don't expect them to carry that much power to trouble Fury. But do you know the reason why I love the fight? Like I said, Sugar Hill is a respectable trainer. Fury has adapted to the fight by coming at his all-time fittest. That's why the way in tomorrow will also give us more information about the fight. I pray like I prayed during the Ngannou fight, that Usyk doesn't try to come in heavier. You don't need it, man. You don't need it. Just focus on what has brought you here. So this match is going to be the battle of who sabi run pass. You can only run. You understand? Now, battle of who run pass. And the reason why Fury you have the advantage about who run passes, Fury can run and play dirty. And that's one sweet thing about boxing. But I like what they are doing over there in Saudi Arabia. No coach from US, no ref from US, no ref from Ukraine. We have a ref from Spain, Canada, and one other country. So we are going to get a fair fight as much as possible. We are going to get an entertaining fight. And I pray that this match goes the distance. This is not a match that I want to see a knockout. To be honest, you know the Joshua fight.
You? Wow.
It's the Joshua fight.
What about you, Valentine?
I want this match to go the distance. If we are going to get a knockout, let the knockout be in the championship round. I want the knockout to come 10, 11, 12. Why not yourself up in round 12?
I want the knockout though.
I'm not saying the knockout will not come. But this match does not strike me as a match where the knockout will come very early. It strikes me like
absolutely.
A match that the knockout goes to the championship round, 10, 11,
yeah, the champion, the 10th, 11th, 12th round.
When the knockout is going to come, the knockout is not going to come by
you know the reason why I don't want you know the reason why I want the knockout. I always feel that if you stretch it to 12 rounds or the last round or something, there's going to be a decision whereby it's going to be crazy. Like they can say, "Oh, this person won." I mean, we can go see it clearly. So I want a knockout so that we'll know this is the winner, rather than pushing, because at the end of the day, the result might not suit the narrative.
Yeah. Well, in boxing, your trainers will always say something. Take it out of the hands of the judges. Once it is out of the hands of the judges, they can't cheat you anymore.
They can't cheat
you. Understand? So I'm not against the knockout, but I want these guys, because to be honest, like Valentine said, Fury has been the best we've seen in a while. Usyk has been the best we've seen in a while. So I want them to express their skills to the end. Let us see what he got. So when we get and I told someone yesterday, this is not the match where somebody throws a punch and the other person blacks out. That kind of knockout, you won't get it in this match. This knockout is going to come by wearing your opponent out systematically, and then you throw the final punch that might not even be strong, and the guy takes it and is like, I ain't doing this shit anymore. I'm going home.
All right, thank you guys so much. This is how far we can go tonight. Valentine, I want to say thanks for joining us on this one. Let's hope Fury go down to be the winner. Valentine, thanks so much for joining us on this one.
Thank you, Didon. It was my pleasure.
All right, bye for now. And T-Beats, one love anytime. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, thank you so much, brother. One love, man. All right, people, smash the like on the video. I tell you, it's been massive night. Let's look up to on Saturday who's going to win this fight. I'm talking about Fury or Usyk. Please smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching this for the first time. I'm telling you, it's going to go down Saturday. Until the same time, when we come back for the review of this match, it's been a wonderful weekend. Going to be a wonderful time. Watch out for this match on Saturday at Saudi Arabia. I'm going to put down on the link when the match is going to start and where we can watch it. On the same time, I say chill out and bye for now.